What self-awareness really is, and how to cultivate it. Abstract. This article explores the critical importance of self-awareness for organizational leaders and provides practical, evidence-based methods to cultivate it. Self-awareness is defined as having an accurate understanding of one's personality, strengths, weaknesses, thoughts, beliefs, motivations, and emotions, as well as how one is perceived by others. The article outlines 3 key components of self-awareness: intrapersonal, interpersonal, and behavioral, and then delves into specific techniques leaders can use to enhance each aspect, including 360-degree feedback assessments, journaling, executive coaching, after-action reviews, and seeking diverse perspectives. Ultimately, the article argues that developing self-awareness is one of the most impactful investments a leader can make to strengthen both themselves and their organization, enabling them to make better decisions, foster stronger relationships, and bring out the best in those around them. Self-awareness is widely considered a vital skill for organizational leaders, yet it remains an elusively abstract concept for many. Today, we will demystify self-awareness by clearly defining what it entails and providing tangible, evidence-based methods leaders can use to increase their own self-awareness and apply it effectively. Through a review of relevant research and practical industry examples, I will show that cultivating self-awareness is one of the most impactful investments a leader can make to strengthen both themselves and their organization. Defining self-awareness. Before discussing how to develop self-awareness, it is important to establish a clear definition. Self-awareness refers to having an accurate understanding of one's personality, strengths, weaknesses, thoughts, beliefs, motivations, and emotions. It involves knowing how others perceive and experience you as well as how you perceive and experience yourself. Research has identified 3 main components of self-awareness: intrapersonal awareness, understanding one's internal states, preferences, resources, and intuitions. Interpersonal awareness, understanding how one affects others and how others perceive your behaviors. Behavioral awareness, understanding how one's behaviors align or misalign with one's values and goals. Overall, self-aware leaders have insight into how they show up and how this impacts outcomes. With this foundation, we can explore practical methods for enhancing self-awareness. Methods for cultivating self-awareness: conduct of 360 degrees feedback assessment. A primary method for developing interpersonal and behavioral self-awareness is conducting a 360 degrees feedback assessment. This involves collecting anonymous feedback on one's leadership strengths and weaknesses from direct reports, peers, and managers. Studies show that leaders who undergo 360 degrees assessments make meaningful self-awareness gains compared to those who do not. For example, management consulting firm McKinsey conducts compulsory 360 degrees reviews for its partners yearly. One partner noted that her review helped unearth behaviors I was completely blind to before. I've made real changes to be more inclusive and empowering as a leader. 360 degrees assessments offer an invaluable external perspective to complement one's internal view. Maintain a self-awareness journal. Regular journaling is an effective way to enhance intrapersonal self-awareness. Leaders can record their thoughts, emotions, and behaviors across situations to identify patterns. The healthcare company Kaiser Permanente encourages leaders to journal monthly using prompts like, "What stressed me this month and why?" Studies show journaling increases awareness of stressors, values alignment, and room for improvement. For instance, the CEO of a global manufacturing firm journals daily, noting, "I've noticed tensions at work often stem from things bugging me at home that I hadn't acknowledged. Now I can separate these and lead with more clarity." Over time, journaling surfaces invaluable insights into oneself. Get regular coaching or counseling. Utilizing an objective third party like a coach or counselor provides outside perspective on blind spots, unconscious tendencies, and areas for growth. Research highlights that coaching significantly improves leaders' self-awareness, self-regulation and decision-making compared to no coaching. For instance, one tech company found that coaching its senior directors to be more self-aware helped improve collaboration across functions by 30%. Leaders learn to recognize emotions driving their behaviors and make choices aligned with their true values and priorities. External parties see aspects of ourselves we cannot perform. After-action reviews, AARs. AARs are a simple yet powerful method for developing behavioral and interpersonal self-awareness. They involve reviewing a past experience shortly after its completion to identify what went well and what could be improved. Studies show AARs boost self-awareness when performed consistently. For instance, the software company Atlassian conducts mandatory AARs after major projects and reorganizations. One manager noted, "AARs trained me to see how my style affects others. Now I listen better and get buy-in instead of resistance." Self-reflection on previous behaviors enables course correction and growth. Seek diverse perspectives and feedback. Surrounding oneself with people unlike themselves expands awareness of alternate ways of thinking and acting. Research indicates that having an ethnically and cognitively diverse network correlates strongly with higher emotional and social self-awareness. Leaders can purposefully build relationships where diverse viewpoints are heard and respected. For example, diversity consultancy NIP introduced quarterly feedback fairs, where its employees provide anonymous feedback on executives via sticky notes. This enabled the male-dominated leadership to recognize blind spots around inclusiveness they were previously unaware of. Diverse, wise critics see parts of our identity and impact we cannot. Conclusion: in today's complex, fast-paced world, self-aware leadership is ever more critical. The methods above provide tangible, evidence-based ways for organizational leaders to cultivate both intrapersonal and interpersonal self-awareness. By gaining insight into ourselves and how we show up for others, we become better equipped to confront challenges, make high-impact decisions, and bring out the best in those around us. Self-awareness strengthens not only leaders but also the organizations, teams, and clients they serve. It deserves to be continually developed as one of the most impactful leadership skills.